Hi Army. Today, let's pause for a moment. Not to dwell in sadness, but to relive a moment that didn't just shake a stadium, but captured the heart of the entire world. A moment where one name, one voice, one soul stood tall on the most prestigious stage on earth, the opening ceremony of the FIFA World Cup 2022. And this time, we'll revisit that moment from a deeply moving perspective, through the eyes of a legendary Korean sports commentator, Park Moon-sung. In a heartfelt broadcast that left many emotional, Park Moon-sung, his voice nearly trembling with admiration, said a simple yet unforgettable sentence. "He's so handsome. It feels like he's from another world." Those words might seem light to some. But for us, Army, and for the Korean people watching that night, those words held so much more. Because when a sports legend, who's witnessed countless monumental achievements, says that about Jungkook, we know, it's not just a compliment. It's recognition. It's respect. It's national pride. November 20th, 2022. Al Bayt Stadium, Qatar. The spotlight dances in front of thousands in the crowd, and cameras from over 200 countries zoom in. And in the center of that grand stage stood him. Jeon Jungkook. Dressed in black, walking with quiet confidence, eyes steady, he sang, "Dreamers," a song about hope, about unity, about the dreams that connect us all. But that night, he didn't just bring a beautiful voice and a polished performance. He brought something much greater. Korea's face, Korea's voice, Korea's spirit, on the world stage. For the first time in history, a Korean singer performed solo at a World Cup opening ceremony. And he didn't just perform, he owned that stage. With powerful vocals, magnetic presence, and heartfelt humility, he became the embodiment of a dream realized. Park Moon-sung, eyes glued to the screen, said, "When a Korean player succeeds in the Premier League, we're already incredibly proud. But a Korean singer opening the World Cup, that's on a whole different level." And he's absolutely right, because this wasn't just about music or football. It was about identity, representation, and the courage to dream big. Jungkook didn't just stand as an artist. He stood as a symbol of what millions of young people in Korea, and across the world, aspire to be. After that performance, the world seemed to pause. All eyes turned in one direction, Jeon Jungkook. iTunes, #1 in over 100 countries. Global media, from BBC to the New York Times, they praised his vocal strength, his captivating aura, and how he made the ceremony unforgettable. And the fans, many cried. One said, "That's my Jungkook." Another wrote, "Look at him now, he's not just BTS's Jungkook. He belongs to the world." But behind all the praise, Jungkook remains Jungkook. Still the shy boy from Busan who loves drawing in his spare time. Still the man who smiles warmly at staff behind the scenes, and who softly tells fans, "Army, I purple you." The world may have changed because of him, but his heart never changed. We've all watched him grow. From a nervous 15-year-old at debut, to a 25-year-old man standing alone on the global stage. We've seen the hard work, the pain, the quiet struggles, and the unstoppable drive. And in the end, it all bloomed. When Park Moon-sung said, "He's from another world," perhaps he didn't just mean Jungkook's looks or presence. Maybe he saw someone strong enough to carry the weight of a nation's hope, and still smile. Jungkook isn't just an idol. He is a symbol of a generation. A generation that dares to dream, works relentlessly, and stays humble. He is a bridge, between East and West, between art and soul, between people and purpose. And when he sang, "Dreamers," that night, he sang it for all of us. To say that no matter who we are, or where we come from, we all have the right to dream, and to make it real. Park Moon-sung's comment went viral, shared millions of times, translated into countless languages. Not because it was analytical or complicated, but because it was sincere. He spoke as a Korean citizen, filled with pride. As someone who knew how priceless that moment truly was. And as a viewer, who, like all of us, had fallen for Jungkook. Army. Jungkook has given us so much. Laughter, tears, hope, and a reason to believe in our own dreams. Now, it's our turn to walk beside him. To support him when he's tired. To cheer when he rises. Because while the world may see him as someone from another world, we know he's part of ours. Part of our hearts. So, if you're as proud of him as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's keep celebrating every step he takes. Because Jungkook's story has only just begun. Thank you for watching, Army. See you in the next video. And remember, Jeon Jungkook is not just a name. He is the hope, the voice, and the dream of this generation. Purple Heart.